Today we're going to learn about greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is the largest whole number that divides evenly into each integer. First, factor each integer, find the common primes, and the product is going to be the greatest common factor. Now, when we say divides evenly into each integer, we're talking about the greatest common factor depending on how many integers we have. Now, how do we find the greatest common factor of 27 and 52? So first we're going to break up 27 into 9 and 3, and 9 can be further broken up into 3 and 3. And now we have 54, which can be broken up into 9 and 6, 6 of which can be broken up into 3 and 2, and 9 can be broken up into 3 and 3. Now let's find the common primes. 27 and 54 both have this 3 in common, another 3 in common, and a third 3 in common. So what's the product of 3 3s? That's 27. So the greatest common prime is going to be 3 times 3 times 3 because they all share that. So the answer is going to be 27. The greatest common factor is actually 27 itself because 27 times 2 is 54. 27 is a factor of 54. Next, let's try this one, the second one. Y to the 4th, y to the 7th, and y to the 5th. Well, let's break apart each of these y's. First, we have y to the 4th, which consists of y times y times y times y. Y to the 7th, that's going to be 7 of them. And y to the 5th is going to be 5 of them. Now, y to the 4th has the smallest exponent, and it consists of 4 y's. All of them have 4 y's. So that's going to be our common primes, 4 y's. And if we multiply 4 y's together, we get y to the 4th. So y to the 4th is going to be the greatest common factor. Lastly, we have dx squared times y and 12x cubed times z squared. Let's break apart the 6x squared times y. We have 6, which consists of 3 and 2. And we have x squared, which consists of x and x. And then we have y. And the second number is 12 cubed times z squared. If we break this up, we get 3 and 4, 4 of which makes 2 and 2. And then we have x, x, and x. And then we have z and z. The 3's are uncommon, the 2's are uncommon, and the x's, the 2 x's, are uncommon. So, multiply 3 times 2 times x, and 6x squared is going to be our greatest common factor.